All right, I'm here at Zoho SMZ 2025 with Arjun from Zoho. He is going to, I was going to say, Zoho released a press release this morning talking about Zoho Contracts. There have been some new features that have been added, and can you tell me a little bit about these new features and how they'll help small business owners?
Got you. So, uh, Zoho Contracts is Zoho's contract lifecycle management software. So, if you want to transform your entire contract lifecycle, if you want to have one tool to manage the contract request, the collaboration, the approval, negotiation, signature, and all of the post execution stages like amendments, renewals, extensions, termination, and the contract analytics part, all of this is covered in one tool, which is Zoho Contracts. And the recent features that we launched with this update is basically our integration with LLMs like ChatGPT. So what that adds to the CLM system is it adds an additional layer of intelligence. So if you are working on a contract document that's say 50 pages long, it would be amazing to have an assistant that will tell you what are the key insights from this contract, right? Like it can summarize your contract, it can give you an update on what are the potential risks I have in this contract, and it can extract what are the obligations you have in this particular contract. So that AI assistant is a powerful feature. We are also planning to do it with our Zoho LLM, which will be Zia, and we will have that very soon in our system too. So that's our primary update, and we have an existing integration with Zoho CRM. We had it since our soft launch, and with this update, we have a deeper integration with CRM. So if you are a CRM user, and when you see that a deal is imminent, you can just create a record right from your deal record in CRM, and all of that information in CRM will be fetched. It will be automatically mapped into Zoho's contracts. A contract document will be generated, and that document is also available as an attachment in Zoho CRM. So the salesperson is not juggling between a CLM and a CRM and some other tools. It's just one tool. They work on CRM. They are just working on CRM, and everything else is taken care from a contracts perspective. So it increases transparency and it makes the sales and legal collaboration seamless. So that's what it does. And we have a slew of other features as well. So we support multi-organization. We have some regional settings covered. Now you can add files and URLs and attachments to your contract documents. So yeah, there's a lot to cover. So you should go definitely check out Zoho Contracts, and all of this is available on our website.
All right, yeah, I mean, all that sounds really helpful. Hopefully, it will save small business owners a whole lot of time and effort. Um, you mentioned contracts now includes AI, um, and from what I saw, it integrates ChatGPT. For small teams, where does AI safe speed, drafting red lines, cause risk, and where should a human still review?
Mm, yeah, that's a good one. So if you think about it, you have an AI assistant that can summarize, that can tell you what is a risk and what is not, but you still need a human judgment to validate whatever the AI is saying, because legal is this one sector where the nuances are a lot, right? There are regional nuances, there are industry specific nuances, and there are company specific nuances. There are policies that organizations have to comply with, even though if it is not an industrial policy or like a state level policy. So now a model would not be equipped enough to do all of that, at least now. So a human is definitely involved. AI actually comes in to save you time. So it makes that human take decisions quickly and not the other way around. Yeah, I think that is where AI is adding value right now. So at the time of drafting, it will tell you what it can suggest you what are the missing clauses. But a human can take a call on, okay, these clauses are irrelevant, so I don't need to add them. So that is one place where a human being is still needed. And at a place like, for example, if a contract has a bunch of promises, the AI can quickly identify what are the promises that are tasks. It will tell you, hey, you have a payment obligation, which means you have a payment task to be done before this date. So a human being is still needed to understand what kind of payment and all of that. So yeah, I think the AI assistant actually makes the human very, very smart.
Um, what data, if any, is shared with like OpenAI, ChatGPT integration during the ChatGPT integration, and can SMBs opt out while keeping other features?
Definitely. So this particular ChatGPT integration is covered as a bring your own key integration. So if you already are using ChatGPT at your organization, you're bringing that key and you're enabling this integration with Zoho Contracts, right? So you're already okay with uh, ChatGPT processing that data to help you improve efficiency or make your contract management easier. But our goal is to provide you options. Right now, we are starting with ChatGPT because it has been widely adopted, but we will soon see other models that you can integrate into ChatGPT. But I think the best part would be Zoho LLM. So you will have all of these features available with Zoho's intelligent assistant, and it'll be able to cover most of whatever we have right now with ChatGPT. And it's coming very soon. It's not even like far away in the future. It's coming like very, very soon.
And one of the better parts, just to kind of put it out there, of utilizing Zoho LLM is its privacy-focused feature, and not utilizing the data that's used within the LLM to be able to train the data, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So what Zoho has achieved is trust, and that trust was built over 3 decades of a lot of decisions and directions that we chose. And when Zoho LLM is implemented into our system, the decision becomes very, very easy for our customers. I am sure. So that's one of our frequently requested features right now. Even though we have ChatGPT integration, people would still ask, when is Zoho LLM coming? Because they really want to switch. And yeah, that trust, I think, will definitely help the adoption of LLM as well. Yeah.
Perfect. So Zoho Contracts touts pre-approved templates, a cause library, and automated approvals. What's the safest day one setup a small business can deploy to cut risks without hiring a lawyer for every engagement or arrangement or agreement?
Yeah, it's all true, actually. It's all right. All of those options. Yeah. So we have 14 predefined templates, and these templates are some of the commonly used contracts that any business would need. But actually, we would still recommend the small businesses to actually do a check of whether these clauses are relevant for the industry that they are operating in. Because, like I told you earlier, Zoho Contracts is available globally. And if you look at how many regulations are different across different countries, the regulations in Japan is different from the regulations in India versus Germany, and so on. So we would still want small businesses to. So right now, what is happening is small businesses actually set up their templates. They basically don't have a legal team, but they would set up their basic initial contracts from some templates that they get online or from similar industries outside, or they would hire an external counsel who could just set up their initial templates. But the problem there is there are no fallback clauses for minor deviations in the nature of engagements, right? So what happens then? So with a contract management software, you at least know a template is made up of blocks, which are clauses, and each clause could have minor nuances and alternative languages for each of those clauses. So once you know that, when you are speaking to the external counsel, you have all of that prepared, so that next time when somebody is negotiating on a contract, they know what are the fallback clauses that I can go back to, and not go to a lawyer to seek out, okay, in this particular negotiation I'm having this particular problem, should I add this language, is this language risk free? So all of those kind of legal dependencies can be avoided when you know how to use a CLM software. Yeah, I think that is where the value add is.
Yeah.
So we still need lawyers. We still need people to tell, okay, this is so basically the templates are a guardrail, and they are not to be applied as exact, because each engagement might have some nuance that a person might have to consider. Yeah.
So more of a way to give a lawyer something that's 90% of the way there instead of starting from scratch.
Exactly. It's about reducing the dependency. It's not about replacing lawyers, right? Like, so if I don't have to bug my boss every time I have a doubt when I'm negotiating a contract, that's a lot of time saved. For example, let's forget the legal clauses. Let's forget the risk regulation clauses. Let's just go to commercial clauses. Like, a customer is asking for a discount. Okay, I know the first fallback is this much, and the second fallback is this much, and the third fallback is this much. Now I'm not disturbing my boss or the sales manager to for every negotiation. I know I have so many fallback options that are approved and available in my contract management template. So I'm just switching between these languages and I'm not going to someone to check if it is right. So those kind of dependencies are what we are trying to reduce.
All right, that sounds great. It sounds like it's going to help small businesses save a lot of time, money, effort, and probably Tylenol from all the headaches. I appreciate you sitting down with me. Where can people learn more about Zoho Contracts?
Yeah, people can learn more about Zoho Contracts at zoho.com/contracts.
All right. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you.